Hello, and this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Whether you're living in your van or just a weekend warrior like me, eventually you're going to have some laundry that's going to pile up. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do your laundry out on the road without using a laundromat or the campground facility. There are lots of portable laundry machines out on the market today. There are some that are manual, some are electric. I found this one. This is an AMI. It's from the 1950s at a yard sale for $5. So I'm going to put it to the test today and see how we'll do these clothes here. When you're doing laundry outside, you got to think about what you're going to do with the gray water. You want to use biodegradable laundry detergent with no petroleum in it, and you want to use a very small amount. That gray water, you have to be responsible for emptying it into the ground at least 200 feet away from a water source. And you don't want to dump anything else into that hole and allow it to drain properly. Right here it's sand, so this will be a good spot and allow it to drain quickly. What I'm going to use to power it is a Duracell gasless generator. It's 1440 watts. It runs my NovaCool refrigerator for about 14 hours. I tested it and it does a good job. I decided to use this instead of demonstrate the onboard generator I have, because I know a lot of people that camp in vans have portable generators like this, the gasless kind, whether it's a Jackery or another competing brand. This one's performed very well so far in my testing. I'm going to be using it over the next month or so on different experiments. The motor in this vintage washer is 2.5 amps and it's 175 watts. And what's pretty cool is this is a fiberglass tub. It's got a drain in the back here, and when you flip the lid over, the motor is actually clamped right to it with a leather strap. Now, I looked online, I couldn't find any of these out there, so I guess it's pretty rare. And then you use the hand crank here to undo the clamp that holds this strap in. And then that will free up the motor and the wringer. Okay. This is the motor. I put the lid over to the side. The motor has some suction cups in the bottom, and inside it spins, and that will help bring the water around your clothes. That goes right in the middle. And then the wringer has some clips on it, and that slides right here and locks in place. And then the handle goes on the end. Next thing I have to do is plug this in to the inverter. On the back here, there's 4 electrical outlets. They're 15 volts each. Also on here, there's some USB charge ports, the on-off switch, and a DC port on the front. I'm not going to turn it on yet until I'm all set up. Now I got to fill the basin up. I have my outside utility shower, hot and cold water. I'm going to use my onboard freshwater tank and water pump. It takes about 3 gallons to fill it up to the normal level here. And I know some of the other washers are a little bit more efficient that are new on the market, so you want to check to see how much water usage it is when you make the purchase. Now you can place the laundry in. Now it's very important, these biking shorts, a lot of sweat in there. You don't want to leave them sitting in a laundry basket too long. You want to try to clean them as fast as possible. You can also clean your laundry in your sink inside. You could get a 5-gallon bucket. You could use a sink at a bathroom facility. But what if you're out in the middle of nowhere? I'm going to show you how to do it with really minimal resources. Once the clothes are in the basin, I'm going to add a very, very tiny little bit of laundry detergent. Now I could turn on the inverter. While waiting for that to run, I'll show you a little bit more of the Duracell gasless generator. It has ports here for solar controller, an AC power cord connection so you could charge it. You can daisy chain a couple together to give you more. Again, this is 1440 watts. This top lid lifts up. It gives you access to the power cord itself. It's a little storage compartment and some of the specs here. So far, I'm pretty happy with what it's doing and how I've been using it so far. I'm really impressed how long it ran my NovaCool refrigerator. Now in the van I have an 80 amp hour AGM battery and 230 watts of solar, so that refrigerator runs all the time and I rarely ever have to plug the van in. I only do if it's going to be cloudy for a couple days in a row. Now that it's run its full 20 minutes, I'm going to open up the drain and let that drain. Now, this is gray water, so you want to make sure again that you're far enough away from a water source. It's going to drain down the 3 to 3.5 gallons that's in there. Now that it's all drained, I'm going to fill it back up so I could rinse it. And this time I'm not going to fill it up all the way. I'm going to fill it up partially. We're going to do the rinse cycle. Now that I've drained the rinse water out, I'm going to use the wringer. I'm going to leave the motor in here just to give it some weight, so when I do the hand crank here, this basin doesn't move around. So I'll start with a towel. Now you can adjust the tension of these rollers by screwing this up and down. Feed it in, and it's going to feed it out the other side. Crank it down, run it through again. Just got to make sure that you catch the other side, because you don't want it dipping on the ground. Now that I have them all wringed out, I have to dry them somewhere. So what I used to do was hang them from the bike rack in the rear. And you know, then I was thinking maybe hang them between the motorhome and the sidebar here and have like a clothesline. But I found a company on social media that has a really cool solution. It's called Maloo Rack. And what it's designed for is people that do outdoor adventures that need to dry their clothes. And they have a special RV edition that comes with a suction cup and this hook, and then you could hang the rack up and dry your clothes. I got it backwards actually. Just like that. And you can hang your clothes here and let them dry. Any water will drip down onto the wheel. But it's also designed that it could go over a mirror, a side mirror, just like that. Now, after using this on a recent camping trip, the one thing that I would say that you have to be very mindful of when using this rack is to remember that it's there, because if you open the door, you'll bend the fender in or break the rack. So that's one thing you do have to remember. But excellent design, the way they engineered it and put it together. It's very durable, it's very robust. It won't scratch your vehicle because there's little rubber mounts here on the back, and it's easy to store. When you're done, you just fold it up, and it's very easy to store inside of an RV. So if you go to Malo'oRacks.com, M-A-L-O-O Racks.com, you can place your order for one. They're about $40. And if you do have a fiberglass sided RV, you could ask for the RV or boat edition, which comes with this suction cup, which is extremely strong. On the back, it's very sticky, but when you pull it off, it doesn't leave any sticker residue. I hope you found this video helpful. I do get a lot of comments on the YouTube channel for van lifers and RVers on how to do laundry out on the road. Do I put a laundry machine in my 19-foot van? I don't think that would be practical. This solution here, this dry rack, is excellent. The little laundry basin you can check out. There's a whole bunch of different ones on Amazon. There's lots of reviews on different ones on YouTube. The one I found is a vintage one. I don't think there's any out there, but it works well, so I'm going to continue using it. The one thing that I could say about the Duracell, it's very heavy. It's like a 100 amp hour AGM battery in there. So the thing weighs about 54 pounds. So it's going to be hard to store, and it's going to be very heavy if you're worried about payload. On my van, I have a built-in generator, so something like that is good if I am in a place where I cannot run the generator because of noise or rules at the campground. Well, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love it, and I'll see you soon.